quick. My name's Kenneth Bird. My company is ILEG Technology Screens. Anyway, I've been watching this dumb nonsense forever. People who try to make black screen paint and don't know what they're doing. First things first, your screen's not black. The screen's gray. It's a dark charcoal gray. It's not even a dark charcoal gray at that. It's not even black. If your screen's black, it matches the border completely because the border is actually black on the screen. Let me take my phone out of this case real quick because it kind of blurs my camera up a little bit. But anyway, I'm going to take a picture of this, put it on the forum site so we can laugh at it. Because again, I've been through this before. They try everything. They tried mica and black paint. They tried, look at that. That's not even black. That's supposed to match your frame. See right there, your frame is supposed to match. That's black. What you have right there is a gray screen. That's what you have. A dark gray screen, charcoal. It's not even gunmetal. It's supposed to match the border. The border's black. You don't even have black paint. Your stuff is not even tested at all, period. Now, this is the fellow I told you that this is Hey Bear. Now I know it's Hey Bear. Hey Bear, in your living room, you have this trim right here. This is when you were doing the demonstration talking about my product. Right there, that's in your house right now. That's how we know it's you. Because it matches the trim you have. Hey Bear is being sued for $12 million. Hey Bear is also going to jail. We also know where Hey Bear lives at the end of the day. I know where you work at. I actually know where you went to high school. How do we know this? I got a friend of mine who's a cyber investigator with the courts to track his whereabouts. Hey Bear is in a lot of trouble. I just came from the courts. We just filed against you. So, first things first, no. You can go out there and say you're making a black paint. That don't make a difference to me. I don't care. My stuff is tested. I'm making money off my stuff. Your stuff at the end of the day would have to go through so much testing to reach where I'm at. It would be impossible to even make any money off of it. You'd have to go through too much. Cut it out. You have to go through too much. No company, no contract, no one's going to trust you at all, period. They're going to basically put you under us. You have to do what we do. So they're going to expect testing, black on black, all that stuff we do, they're going to expect for you to do the same thing. So you're not going to make any money for a very long time. That's why he has to give it away. And he can't give it away. You know why? Because we'll make it. We'll put him on blast. And he knows that. So he can't do that either. So if you look at the screen, if you notice how the lights are out, see how it's dark in the environment? They have a habit of doing this. Darkening the environment so it can trick you to make you think you're seeing a contrast level. But you can't fool the black border around the screen because the black border around the screen is actual black. This is what I saw with Partay's stuff with the guy over in England. What we saw was the guy was in a very dark room. First of all, why would you be in a dark room with a screen with a 0.80? That's way up there. So you should never be in a dark environment. And when the projector clicks for a couple of seconds, when it changes the frame rate, the screen actually shows what it really is. So that's how we knew the screen was gray. But if you look here, you see it, screen is gray, not black. So you don't have a black screen paint. You have a charcoal paint. That's what you have. Smartest surface can beat the crap out of your screen. Screen innovation, the black screen can take you out. Because your screens are actually black. Other than that, you don't have a black screen at all, period. Now, if you want to, we'll challenge you in court on it. Care to go? Of course he's not care to go at all. He doesn't want to go at all, period. You don't have a black screen. It's just a desperate attempt to try to basically be a such in the day. As you see, you try to take a logo right here, try to call yourself Kenneth Bird. That's identity theft at the end of the day. So, Mr. Hey Bear, because I can't mention your real name because, again, I'll get sued. But Mr. Hey Bear will be in contact with you real soon. Oh, by the way, don't get attached to the house. We know you own the house. It's not owned by the bank. So we will be taking the house from you. And anything else involved in it. Man, why do people make it so easy for us to get paid? Really? You don't make it easy. Y'all that desperate at the end of the day? You know how many years I've got in black technology? You would never come close to what I do. You're sitting there crying about our technology here. We got technology that reads in sunlight. You're so far behind. Right now, I'm developing like a platinum silver, a new gunmetal, which is about to go up in the store pretty soon. Already sold. That gunmetal already sold before we even got it on the screen, before it was in the store. The guy saw it and said, that's what I want. He gave us the money already. It's already taken care of. The screen comes in tomorrow. We do the coat job. We start showing it off tomorrow what it look like. The new gunmetal technology. I know I think it's Saturday we show it off. You can tell what it look like. But it already sold already. Because you know why? People go and they look at my company and they see the tons of information on us. They see the fact that we flood Google, we flood AI, we flood all different types of platforms. We got customer demonstrations, we got on-site demonstrations. I just got finished doing demonstrations on ad tech through glass. So with that being said, by the time you reach our plateau, we'd be multi-millionaires. You wouldn't even come close to where we're at. Period. What you're doing, it wouldn't even put a scratch or dent in us. We'll just do the same thing we do always do. If you build a website, we'll just shut it down for you. I'll come to your website, I'll buy your stuff, and you'll give me back my money. It's the same routine, everything we go through. And Jamie's on there talking about, oh, it's a scam. Buddy, I'm going to tell you something. You're the last person to mention scam. You got that paperwork? You better have that paperwork. I'm not lying to you, Fernando. You don't have that paperwork. I'm going to get my lawyer, and we will basically draw up some paperwork and send it to your front door and your landlord. Oh, by the way, I can give out the information about the landlord. The landlord, basically right now, because she's living in the building, and it is public records where she's at. That's how we found her. She's in apartment A. First name, Linda. Ring a bell? Yeah. We got a phone number, too. It's public. Any landlord at the end of the day, their information has to be there. Who are you going to reach if they don't have property? You don't have any form of property management running the building. So it's directly to the landlord. That's what we found. We did a search on the building property, and her name came up. In the apartment. She lives within the building. So she's going to get a certified document from our attorneys. This document's going to be a little different. Now, this document is going to explain that. Sorry, people, I'm hungry. Going to explain that we know about a counterfeiting ring being run in your apartment complex. And that she has to know what's in there. There's no way in the world. She lives in the building. She has to know that thing is in that apartment, is what's going on in that building. She knows zoning don't cover that. The thing about it is zoning, when we contacted them, they don't have the information we have now. The information we have now is knowing that the apartment, the landlord lives in the building. That's different. Because usually landlord can say, well, can't keep track of what my tenants do from time to time. I'm not their mother or father, but you actually live in the building. And on top of that, the fact that the building's name is interesting. Oops, excuse me for a minute. I'm eating Indian food. Ooh, got a kick to it. Man, I got a kick. I got the spicy. Whew, I got a kick. Well, I'm missing my white shirt. It's got a new white shirt. I don't know how you people eat this stuff. It's amazing. It is, but it got a kick to it. It got an after kick to it. Ugh, give me a minute. Oh, man, that is brutal. I have to get some milk. Yeah, really? This is the time you picked to really have a conversation with me? Wait a second. Interesting emotional support cat. All right, got that under control. Wow. I ain't getting that again. That sucker had a kick to it. It's like a slow effect kick. That's interesting. Whoo, man, that's interesting. I never knew what that felt like. I see people eat hot food and even like it's a slow burner. And then you get that hit, that kick, and you watch them shut down. I know what that feel like now. Hold on for a minute. Yeah, excuse me. There we go. Man. Whew. I don't know how y'all do this. It don't burn as much. It was the hit. When I got hit with the hit, it was like getting hit by a Mack truck. Like crossing the street and getting that final destination hit. That was pretty interesting. I want to have to kind of build up for that one. I was curious. I asked for the real hot one. Anyway, back to normal. I had to control that real quick because you get the chest that burns and it calms down. It burns a little bit and it calms down. It burns. I had to control that a little bit there. Well. You are something else. I'll tell you that much. Woo! I gotta order some of that right now and take that down to my people. Like, yo, it got a kick to it. Slow burner. Man, that's interesting. That is real interesting. Well, that's a new sensation I never felt before. Anyway, Fernando, yeah, certified letters coming. You got a day. That's it today. And what I want from you today, so this is what I tell you, when you do something, Fernando, it comes with consequences. I keep explaining to you this. You don't say or do anything, we will know about what you do. Anything you post to, we will know this. Do you understand me? I'm trying to give you fair warning. You're being watched right now. You're being watched by agencies because it's right there. You're being watched by agencies. And all right, and I got people right now tracking your whereabouts online because you know why? You do some dumb stuff. All that stuff is being gathered up as more evidence to prosecute you. Because you're that type of person. You're that type of person that constantly does dumb stuff. And you know why the statute of limitations never ran out on Fernando? You kept doing dumb stuff. You kept refreshing them. If you did this stuff 5 years ago, we wouldn't be able to touch you with a 10-foot pole. But you keep refreshing them. Because you think for some reason in your head, somebody told you were untouchable. Fernando, you're not untouchable. If you were, when the process server came to your door, you wouldn't have ran and hid in the kitchen, right? All right, then. Well, look, this is what's going to happen, Fernando. I don't have time for this whole thing to go into. Number one, paint, not even what it's supposed to be. It's not even tested. Paint that stuff on your screen, you're going to find that's going to be a big mistake. And the fellow who made this stuff in the day, you could be sued for this. Because if anybody paints this stuff to the screen and they don't get those results that they want, if that screen's not reading 100% black because it's supposed to be matching that baseboard right there, if they're not getting 100% black, and judging by the dark environment you're in right now, how in the world do you guys claim to be our stuff and we operate in fully lit environments, and yet you're sitting in the dark trying to say you're me? So if you can't, they're going to try to imitate what we do with your product, and it's not going to work out. And they're going to want their money back because they painted their screen over. Some of them are going to sue you for the screen altogether. Like, I paid this money for the screen. They're going to sue you for their time. They're going to sue you. You'll find yourself getting a bunch of small claims courts to your address. And yes, once you become public domain, on top of that, basically when we take you to court, your address goes up too. You know that, right? We don't, never that gets hidden. It gets put up. All your information gets put up. So here's that. But don't worry about it. You won't be here to worry about it. You're going to be in lockup. I'm planning to throw you behind the jail. But anyway, as for Fernando, come on, man. You're the last person calling somebody a scammer. Your company fell apart. You couldn't even afford to pay for a domain fee on your site. You know how cheap a domain fee is? Domain fees are roughly, I say, if you're paying yearly, if you're paying yearly, it's a lot. But if you're paying monthly, you're probably roughly paying like $40. We got both the same platform. We both got Wix. You pay the same thing you pay. I own 2 websites. About to build a 3rd one. And you can't maintain one website. Then you got shipping policies, like 3 paragraphs long, designed to rip off and steal from your customers. Let's talk about you matching house paint on the blacklist, which he hates the most. The video he hates the most is the one with the red hoodie on. Because that's the one that catches him doing all the dumb stuff, like blocking the camera with his body, stuff like that. And you're counterfeiting people's stuff and you're robbing companies, which again, you have until the day to show me documents from Disney, from Marvel, and every company you have sitting on the table that you have a contract from these companies that stated they gave you full rights to be able to sell their items, and I want to see the royalty contract. If you don't have it by today, Fernando, documents will go to your landlord's apartment and will go to yours. After this, we'll file a formal complaint. So it'll be a criminal complaint that will be filed against you at the end of the day. Another one. And this one is going to carry a warrant attached to it. That's your consequences. I keep explaining to you, Fernando, every time you make a statement, we're going to be right on top of you to hit you even harder. So this is your next nightmare coming up. Have those documents today. If you don't have the documents showing today, your landlord will be informed of what's going to happen to that building. The lawsuits will be coming to follow behind it. So I would advise you, if you don't want to get an eviction notice, because your landlord will get terrified when those letters come through. They're coming from attorneys. She will evict you from the building. She's not going to sacrifice everybody in that building for you. So keep in mind, we'll let her know that we know the people over at zoning. We do. Code enforcement. We do. Sanitation, because again, the chemicals and stuff he's throwing out, can't throw it out in a regular trash can. At the end of the day, it has to be bought in a special trash can. When you get your business license, one of the things they ask is sanitation. What are you throwing out? You need special dumpsters, stuff like that. You know, if you don't have that, then the day you're going to have a lot of red flags are going to pop up. Where are you dumping these chemicals at? Where are you disposing the discarded plastic? Where's it going? I know you're not putting that in a recycling bin, right? It's a different type of plastic. But anyway, again, If you don't have the paperwork by today, we make contact. You let your landlord's going to receive 6 letters from us. They'll be certified. Those letters are going to explain detailed information about what was going on in the apartment. I know she's fully aware, but I want her to know that we know. I want her to know that we know about the address being blocked. We know about the real address, where it's located. We know everything about the building that you could possibly ever want to know about. We are fully updated on her situation. We know about her Facebook account. We know social media, everything. We got everything on her. We're willing to take this to court and sue her for $3 million, which she cannot cover. And I think in that situation, she's going to evict you from the building. You still have a bigger problem. If you are evicted from the building, keep in mind, you're still going to have to inform police or somebody that you are now not there anymore. Because whether you're there or not, a bench warrant is going to be a bench warrant. That's all that matters. I just sent you a little letter on here, didn't I? Just a few minutes ago, I sent you a message. The message that I sent to you is to, hey, Bear, we'll see you in court. And when I sent to you, Fernando, don't miss that court date. If not, you will get that bench warrant. So, AI calls Fernando a professional scammer. AI also claims that Fernando is also wanted by agencies. Fernando failed to keep up his company, as he claimed he was making all this big money, couldn't maintain a domain account, and he lost it. It's right here. It's currently inactive, no longer operational, according to reports that the site was associated with a projection screen paint business that has since failed. According to the details in report on YouTube, the documents were reportedly put up for sale. So his domain was put up for sale. He couldn't afford to pay it. Now you can say that came from us. No, we wouldn't know anything about you not being able to pay it. I never said anything about you not paying to pay your domain fees. I said at the end of the day, I thought he got his site taken because of the whole other stuff he was doing on there. But no, he couldn't afford to pay it. Product quality. Issues claimed. These are issues, which means more than one person claimed about this claim that the specialized screen paint was actually standard house paint. And the finished screens were often washed out. We witnessed that when we watched the guy trying to watch a soccer game. What happened to the screen? Did anyone see the screen? The screen wasn't even there. It was washed out. Now, as for the darker products he makes, or completely dark, because people had issues with the darker mixes. Reports suggest the owner is currently sought out by law enforcement and immigration authorities for various legal violations. Fernando is under investigation. So Fernando, let's make your situation a little bit more crazier. Where's your documents? I'm not talking about documents. We know you don't have those. You sent me an email telling me that one. Where's your documents on permission to sell those items? Where is it? Have them by today. If you don't have them by today, I guarantee you certified letters will flood that apartment like you've never seen before. You'll receive those documents, and also, too, most likely, your landlord receive them in apartment A. So show us. Because if you can't show us these documents, Fernando, that means at the end of the day that you did exactly as we claimed you did. You ripped off a bunch of companies and you sold their merchandise without permission. Got storage units full of these items, got customers with these items. So, can you show us the permission slips from Disney? The document that's coming to you, Fernando, by certified mail, it's a special letter. It's telling you that we are challenging you in court. I'm challenging your business, your printing business, in court. That's what I filed today. You made statements that you have this business. You made statements at the end of the day that you have the ability to basically sell items without permission. I'm challenging you. That's what the document's coming to you. We filed today. So, do you have permission? And we want to see it. See you in court. Very simple. Don't get on your channel and cry. This will hurt you in court if you make it there. Don't go on your channel and cry. Find the paperwork. Get it ready for court. That's all you got to do. I don't want to hear you talking about this, that, and the other. We don't want to hear it. Don't cry on your channel. If you cry on your channel, it means you don't have the paperwork we requested. I'm giving you the option now. I'm giving you the option to back your company up, your so-called 3D printing company, 100%. Show us these documents that you got claims that you can sell these items, as you said you do. I want it on every single document, on every piece of item you have sitting on that table, even Bandite. I want all of it. Marvel, DC, I want to see all of it, everything. Show me those documents. These documents should be anywhere roughly, a contract like that would be roughly anywhere between maybe, I say 30 to 50 pages. With signatures. And I want the watermarks on every single one of them. Now, if you print these things up, that means now you commit counterfeiting, forgery, identity theft to the ring. And I expect to have these documents emailed to us, because we're the ones that are prosecuting them. So I'm filing a formal private complaint against Jamie Fernando Gonzalez, Crow 1176 YouTuber, on the grounds that your business is fake and basically a violation of an unlawful use of a 3D printer. We're challenging you. So I expect for you to have that paperwork today. If not, let us go out. And let the landlord know, we know about the legal business that you're running. Pretty sure she does know too. So what's going to be today? Going to disappear? Going you kind of laugh it off? Go ahead. Your problem at the end of the day. And if you don't have the paperwork, well, it proves you're right. You didn't have permission. Which means, if you didn't have permission, that means you stole. And if you stole, that means you broke the law. And if you broke the law, you're a perfect candidate for an ICE deportation. So, chop chop. Get it together, man. You have until the end of the day to have the documents. They will hit your site. They're on your site right now. So, show me the video. Show me documents. See documents. We'll see all of it. Show me. I can't wait to see one from Walt Disney. Somebody was like, he can't do this. I said, I know he can't do it. Let's entertain it. Let's see if he can. Because when we go to court, it's no more entertaining in that situation. Now, you already have 10 of these that are filed against you. They're $40 a pop, by the way. Not a lot of money to file one of these things. One of these are going to pop up. One of these are going to request for you to go to court. And one of them are going to basically get you a bench warrant. You're running out of space, Fernando. You're running out of space. You're like one of those people that are in a boat that capsized. You just got a little bit of water up to your neck. And it keeps filling up a little bit more, a little bit more. Sooner or later, just the tip of your nose is just going to be breaching that water. You're running out of room. You're running out of time. Oh, by the way, where the heck is the paint at I asked you to make? We sent you a request. 5 of these things for the paint. Did he make the paint yet? No, he didn't. Well, how come you haven't made the paint yet? You know, your company's being challenged in court, too. We're challenging on that, too, that you ripped off a bunch of customers on basically everyday house paint. Even AI can see that from the door. Just if it's a scam. Good gracious, man. This guy it's unbelievable. See the corners we have to put Jamie at the end of the day? Unbelievable. And you're going to sit there and say, Jamie, I just came out of 4 stores today. 4 stores a day with orders for the technology. You can't back your stuff up. That means you ripped off that church, too. Well, we know you ripped off the church. We know you stole from that church. I bet you lied to that guy and told him that your product was going to work in a fully lit environment. You are sitting in the dark talking about calibration. Are you kidding me? So what happened to the customer who's going to wash out during the soccer game? Did you give him back his money? Of course you didn't. You know what your policy says. What about the guy on the roof trying to watch Batman and the cinema bars were coming up gray? Did you give him back his money? No. No, you didn't. Of course you didn't. Come on, Fernando, hurry up. Get that paperwork. You should have it. You said they gave you permission, right? Come on, I can't wait to see it. I cannot wait to see it. I'm looking forward to this. Maya, I'm going to show this video to the courts, too, on top of that. But we've requested for this paperwork, and we never got it. Also, we'll be posting this to that Facebook page, too, also, too. That we are requesting for your paperwork. Show me at the end of the day that you got permission. So I'm going to put a Facebook live stream through there in a few minutes. Requesting. Put your name on blast on that site. Requesting for your permission to sell the items. So if you don't have that paperwork by the day, Fernando, those letters are going to go to your landlord. They're going to go out to the zoning. They're going to go out to a lot of places at the end of the day. They're going to put a lot of heat on that building. And that landlord is going to kick you out. I think you told her it's a small little side piece hustle. Nothing big. I don't think she knows how bad this is going to get. And then we're going to challenge you in court. Because, you know, you're the owner. You're the owner of the company. So you say you're the owner, right? I just got you walking down a storage unit. My buddy was able to break down the sound, but you got you here and you saying that this is my business at the end of the day. So you got permission for all that stuff. Transformers, all that stuff you got permission for, right? So you can't show those permission slips, Fernando. It's going to get really bad for you. Time's ticking, Fernando. Sooner or later, once we pass this month, when we hit the first, you know what that means? That means it's only a matter of time between here and 90 days when this hits a prosecutor's desk. You're running out of time. You got several things coming up here. You got these civil complaints. You got the lawsuit with the Apex. That could pop up. You got a lot of stuff going on right now. Meanwhile, we'll be reaching out to where you got your LLC. We'll be sending documents out to them too also. We're also requesting your business license for this business you say you have. Now, how in the world would you get a business license for a business that's designed to steal from other businesses? And yet, here's the reason why we're doing this, Fernando, because you got a habit of calling everybody thieves and rip-off artists and scammers, but you're the biggest one on the planet. But since you have a business you claim you have, right? And I got you in a video. Moving on to bigger and better things. I got you in a video saying that you're going to start a 3D printing business. Now, he says this to be harassment, as he did when he returned all our money. Oh, speaking of that, Fernando, come on now. I'm going to post your cancellations to that site. You're going to call yourself a scam and you basically returned all our money back to our account and then cried on one and said harassment. I'm going to post that to that site so people can see the money you gave back to our account on your so-called special clean paint. But anyway, you want to call people's business a scam? That printing business is a scam. So, oh yeah, I forgot one thing too on top of that. We need that, we need that. No, we just need the permission slip. That's all we need, the permission slip. And we need the contract for the royalties on how much you're paying Disney out to use their items. Because you're going to have a royalty contract. You need one of those. So I can't wait to see it. Now, we all know what's going to happen. You don't have it. You don't have that information. You have none of it. And if you don't have it and you didn't get permission, then what does that mean? It means you stole it. And last I checked, stealing's against the law. So, either you figure it out there or we drag you in court. Fernando, if one of those documents pop up, one of them, there's a lot of them we're going through. If any one of those documents pop up, you're going to get a certified letter from the courts requesting you to be here on a certain date. And you know you can't make it here. You know you can't make it past TSA. You don't show up in that courtroom, and I hear your name being mentioned, you're not there, you got a bench warrant in 72 hours. So whether the landlord kicks you out, or that 72-hour bench warrant pushes through and those cops come and get you, either way, you're leaving. That'll make a difference. And if you fail not to be there, keep in mind, then what they're going to do is when that warrant goes for your arrest, they're going to start the process of searching for you now. Which means they will go to family members' homes and look for you. Because you could be hiding in a family member's house. It happens all the time. So you need a search warrant to go through your family member's home. And this will happen quite often to the point where this is going to become super annoying and a headache. So you're going to have to give yourself up sooner or later. Truthfully, there's no place for you to go but the apartment. That's the only place you can go. And if anyone gets word that you're being hunted, they're not going to go anywhere near you. And if you do this, guess what I'm sending out to you? I'm sending a bounty hunter to come get you. You walk away, you get evicted from that apartment, and you don't basically report your next whereabouts, I got a bounty hunter that's a Marine that will come find you, Fernando. This is one you talked a lot of trash to. I'm going to hire him to come look for you. Because I need to bring you to justice. We need to bring you to court. He'll make sure you make it down here. I'm going to hire a bounty hunter for you. No. You're going to do what you do best. On your YouTube channel. Talk a bunch of crap. At the end of the day, Fernando, you're going to end up in court. That's all that matters. You can talk about this. Talk about that. Papers were filed against you. Doesn't make a difference what you do. You're still going to end up in that process of not being able to make it here in time and getting a bench warrant. Everything leads to bench warrant. That's what Fernando don't get. Everything he does, says, whatever, it leads to a bench warrant. He has to be here. You can make a ton of videos and say my product doesn't work. They don't do anything to us. But either way, at the end of the day, you're going to get a bench warrant. You can't make it here. Man, look, man, let me be honest, 100% frank with you here. You cannot make it here. You will not make it here. From what you wrote in that letter to us, you can't make it here. You don't have the paperwork to pass a TSA checkpoint. Why do you think people will come here, stay out of trouble? Because their information, their secret is going to be found if they go to jail. That's a high risk of getting deported. As long as they're under the radar, nobody knows. Now, they do the stuff that you did at the end of the day, and you get pinched, and someone puts file a complaint against you, you're in a lot of trouble. Now, say you lived here. That's different. You don't have to worry about a bench warrant, because you'd be here. But we can have you arrested because you live here. We could throw you in jail. But now, since you have this bench warrant on you, well, not so bench warrant, you have this court case coming, these court cases coming up, you're going to have to show up. You have to get on an airplane, you have to fly out here. You ain't driving up here, you're not going to make it in time. You're in California. You have to fly up here. So, you don't make it, bench warrant. So do I care about the stuff you say? Nah. Do I care about you? No, because this guy's we're going to get paid off this guy. I'm going to sue him. We're going to make money off him. But do we care about the stuff you say? No. Everything you say doesn't mean nothing. Because at the end of the day, you're going to get a bench warrant. That's all that matters. You have to make sure, and we had enough evidence over there that we threw in court against you. Enough evidence, more than enough to file. More than enough. So we didn't need everything. We have more than enough. So, it's enough for it to make it to court. It's enough for us to get in front of a judge. And right there, there's enough to start the process. If you don't show up, we'll bench warrant. If your landlord gets those paperwork from her, she's going to kick you out. Number one, you don't even have a real lease. We know that. The lease is fake. Let her know that we know the lease is fake. Let her know at the end of the day we know you're undocumented. I'm going to show her your email. Yeah, Fernando, I'm going to show her the email you sent to us. How do you think that's going to make her feel? That's going to tick her off. Because again, I'm pretty sure she told you, keep a low profile while you're here. Not go around telling people that are taking you to court and about to sue you and throw you in jail, bragging about how you can't be touched and you can't be found. Oakland's going to send over to the LLC that's attached to the building, letting her know that we know exactly where you are, and the fact that we did have a process server come to your front door. I will make sure she knows all that. So what are the odds of you being in that place when we get done having a conversation with her, when she gets those letters? And if she kicks you out, and she will, because it's going to be talking about lawsuits, criminal charges, well, you're going to have to make sure that you contact Baldwin Police and let them know your next whereabouts is going to be. Because when they get there and you're not there, then you're going to be on the hunt. They're going to be looking for you. And if they're looking for you, guess what's going to happen? Every bounty hunter within that area is going to make some extra money. It's going to come for you, including the Marine. Boy, this guy gets himself some really bad situations. The sad thing about this is Fernando will blame everybody for this one. It's everybody's fault. Everybody's fault. So, in Fernando's twisted world, he should have been allowed to come here. Yes, you should have been allowed to come here. Definitely, I agree with that 100%. You should be allowed to come here, get a job, get your citizenship, everything. You should be agreed to get all that and some. But you don't have the right to come here and break the law. We as American citizens don't get that right. So why do you get that right? And if you feel he hasn't broke the law, anybody out there, if you feel Fernando's not broke the law, the things he's done, you're more than welcome to join him in a courtroom when you sue him and take him to jail. You want to volunteer? I don't think you will. I don't think you want to get involved. Like the fellow we talked to in the Facebook account, where I stated that, no, we didn't dox him. This is his address right here. Anybody can find it. I said, where's your part in this whole thing? And he blocked us. You know, I'm part of it. Bad enough that people got caught in that black bag. Their YouTube accounts and they're attached to those IP addresses. Bad enough that you guys got involved in that mess. You should have never got involved in it. McAfee got 2 kids to take care of. Young ones still. He ain't gonna be around for them. He's got problems with the United States Postal Service and other stuff. Williams was lucky to get into that public housing at the end of the day. They usually don't let men in those places at a single minute in the day. He was lucky to get in there. He's gonna lose all that. He's going to jail. Williams will spend the rest of his life in their lockup system. Hanging around with Jamie. See? I'm eating way too much salt. I'm used to it now. I'm eating it right now. I'm used to it. I'm used to the kick. Ain't that bad. Jeez. That kick was amazing. Like, boom! So, how many people want to bet that, Fernando? You hope you're not a betting person. How many people think Fernando's going to have that paperwork? Come on, Fernando. At least show me one. Show me one by Disney. Show me where Disney gave you permission to use their products without. They gave you full permission. Show me one. Mine, this is a 50-page contract. It should be around 50 pages. You can't even spell deliver correctly, so I know you can't write this thing. And I plan to see everyone on that table. Bandai, all of them. I want to see them all. Universal Studios, everything. Show me. And while you're at it, hey, send me a draft. I would love to see this. I would love to see this actual contract that you got from Disney to sell this stuff. I can't wait. Fernando's gonna be cursing his brains out. He's gonna call me every name in the book. I watch you right. What? When he does that, and you already know he got nothing left. He got nothing left. That's it. Well, it's gonna come with consequences, Fernando, if you don't have that paperwork. I mean, it's not gonna be like it's gonna be forgotten on YouTube. No, we're gonna send documents to that apartment, right to apartment A and apartment E. Those documents are going out too. So you better have something. Better have something showing us something. Because from what we're seeing right here, you sold items. I'm about to get on that Facebook page, pull a live stream in a few minutes. And the live stream, we're going to put your name on blast. We're going to request, we're going to receive the permissions. I want to see them. Where are they? I'm going to pull all your stuff up and read it just like this. Where is the paperwork at? You can go to the same thing in court. When you go to court, they're going to request it. Where's the paperwork? Where's the permission slip? But he's scared. He's scared. And that's telling you, how bold can you be? Seriously. Ain't nobody on this channel tell him. Wow, that got some real loyal fans right there. Nobody, not one person over there Contact them, say, look, buddy, you might not want to do this. This stuff is trademarked and copyrighted. You're going to get yourself sued. Anybody tell him? I'm pretty sure the Maggers didn't. He got Maggers on his channel. They can't stand him. They can't wait for him to get locked up. They probably the main ones telling him, go ahead and do it. It's okay. He don't know what he's talking about. Jim, you're so naive at the end of the day, I swear. A maggot can easily persuade you to do dumb stuff. Easily. All they got to do is basically act like they hate me. They can easily get you to do anything they want them to do. Oh, yeah, go ahead, put it up there. You know, at the end of the day, he's just mad because he ain't making that money. He ain't getting that money. $5,000? Are you kidding me? That ain't no money, Fernando. I pay that in electricity. You got to be kidding me. My business expenses can eat that up. That ain't no money at the end of the day. It's money to you because you ain't used to having any money. That's why. It's money to you. It's always money when you're not used to having any money. You sold your soul for trinkets. A few trinkets. That's what you sold. You ain't sold for no real money. $5,000 ain't no real money. That ain't no real money, 5,000. Yeah, you sold 90,000, 70,000, 60,000. That's a bit of change right there. That's why people rob something and he gets 5,000. Like, wow, 5,000? You get that on a tax return. 5,000? That ain't no real money. That ain't nothing worth going to jail for. Who's going to jail for $5,000? Nobody going to jail for no $5,000. That's stupid. Now, if you're going to jail for 50,000, if you're going to jail for 60,000, 80,000, that's a good piece of money right there. Change. For $5,000, that's like as dumb as somebody going to jail for $100. Look at them like, I could give you $100. Oh man. There's not even a business at that. It ain't a business you can collect all your taxes, is it? No, you can't. Is it a business if somebody breaks into your house and steals your stuff? You can't even get insurance for that stuff at the end of the day because they got to know what your business is, what kind of business insurance you're having today. How can you report to that cop? Oh yeah, somebody broke in and stole my 3D printing machines I was using to print out trademark items and sell them online without permission from the owners. Yeah, it sounds just about right, Fernando. Well, look, man, this is the deal right here at the end of the day. You can cry on your channel all you want. You can sit there and say, I'm crying. No, Jamie, the difference between me and you is I go to courthouses and I fill out documents on you. That's what I do. It's the difference between me and you. I send process service to your front door. And if you come up missing, I'm going to send a bounty hunter after you next. I got a U.S. Marshal that's going to serve you for those documents. I got to pay for those, one half, for the send out for the, I got a choice of a process server or a U.S. Marshal. I'm sending a marshal to your front door to serve you. You're going to get 2 documents. One's going to come from the court, so you got to go to court, and I'm sending another one by marshal to make sure you definitely get it. I'm hiring one of them to come to his address. I'm also going to send one to his landlord and get ready to sue them, sue her. But anyway, at the end of the day, you go on your channel, cry all you want. You can talk about this, you can talk about that, da-da-da-da-da. At the end of the day, Fernando, documents were filed. You have 90 days. Within the 90-day period, to figure it out. If that stuff reaches DA clears it, and it goes to a judge, and you get a court date, me and you both get that court date, I will be there. The question is, will you be there? If you're not, you got a benchmark coming. You know the outcome of what's going to happen. You get hit with one of those things. Another problem you got, you're going to have to figure out how to show some documents that you don't even have today. Or your landlord's going to get letters. Knowing that we know the whole situation, everything that's going on, and most of all, she's going to get a copy of your letter that you sent to us bragging about no one's going to find you. On top of that, copies of the process server that came to your front door for touching our copyrights. Well, got to the end of the day. Okay, that's good to eat. Nope. Yeah. This is how much faith I have in you, Fernando. None. When I get done this video, I'll contact my friend. He's the one going to drop the paperwork. I'm going to get this stuff done ahead of time for tomorrow to send it out to you. You don't have it, I know. I'm just humoring the whole entire situation. And you're showing the courts at the end of the day that we give you the option to prove yourself, and you can't even do that. So I'm getting ready to send this paperwork tomorrow out to your landlord and to you. You have no way to get that information to us. Some good food. Man, put some Parmesan cheese on that. That'd be amazing. And a cheese steak? Oh, that'd be good with cheese steak. Boy, guy paints himself in the corner pretty good. You probably say, "Oh, go up there and slander his paint." What? For now, we're making money now. What are you talking about? I got to be on like 8 different sites. But right now, I just did a walkthrough on one of them just a few minutes ago. I'm putting up another screen. So you're not stopping on money. You got to be kidding me. Please, move on. You've been trying not to do that since day one. Going and talk about the 12s, the 7s, whatever, the 8s. Still made money. And you made nothing. So you ain't stopping nothing. All your little videos are all for nothing. At the end of the day, benchmark. That's what it matters. Benchmark. You better be here. Benchmark. You don't show up, benchmark. And I will literally come on YouTube and say that he didn't even show up for court. So, you better figure out something. And you better have that paperwork. Since you feel the need, you're going to steal from Stan Lee. Oh, I can't wait to see that one. Not only they want to see permission as paperwork. Show me one with Stan Lee's signature, saying that he gave you permission to use the Spider-Man. Show me, please. I can't wait. Like, well, I'm not saying that. You ain't got nothing. Citrus commercial. The guy was teasing the guy, the cowboy. You ain't got nothing. I said, how about them Cowboys? I do that when Cowboys lose. Contact all the Cowboys fans I know. You ain't got nothing. Cowboys don't figure it out. Yeah, burger. Give me that spicy stuff. Documents of a royalty contract from Disney. License agreement, merchandise agreement. I got another video for you, Jamie. I'm gonna get it out for you better. I'm gonna do another one for you. Requesting again. On top of the request. We're requesting a royalty contract, often referred to as a license agreement or merchant agreements. Are complex legal documents designed to protect Disney's intellectual properties. You have permission to touch your intellectual properties, Fernando. You do not have this, do you? Show me that paperwork, man. Better have it today, man. You don't have it today. If I don't get anything in my mail that says you got that document, your landlord is going to get hit with some serious documents at the end of the day. Come on, man. Giddy up. No. You may think this is being done to you out of anger. Again, I don't hate you. You're a thief, Fernando. Get it in your head. You are a thief, a liar. You steal, you rob. You commit all kinds of crimes. I'm going to prosecute you. You're going to jail. And you're leaving the country. Show me it. I want to see it. Special standardized terms regarding to royalties, payments, and territory. In some cases, a royalty clause for long-term agreement. Do you have that document? Probably even know what that is. Welcome to Walt Disney Studios license website. I think we may have to pay a visit to them. There's some stuff we have to send out to them. We're going to send them a link to that page. So, let's get started with sending him one more. I'm going to ask Fernando, detail. I want to see something called, referred to a license agreement. As we want you to provide today. Show us a license agreement that you got from Walt Disney. You got from Bandite. You got from every single company on that table. You should have a lot of this, but there's a huge amount of documents on you. I want to see it all. I was watching Disney as a kid, long before you came to this country. So many memories of Disney. So many. I grew up in Disney. Disney used to come on Sunday morning. Anybody remember, old enough to remember that one? Where you paid for all that stuff, where you streamed and all that? Came on regular TV. I watched that when I was a kid. All the classics, I've seen them all. And here come you, Mr. Thievery. Coming to this country at the end of the day and steal and sell everybody's childhood at the end of the day. Fernando, you got the wrong person at the end of the day. I keep telling you this. You better have that paperwork. We use that video against you in court. Saying that we've requested. We're challenging you in court. We're challenging your 3D business in court. And since I'm challenging you, I'm requesting these documents. Now, surely you said you got permission, right? They told you you could do this and sell it, right? I would love to see this. I think everybody would love to see this. And this is a contract you would need to show off. If not, you're going to have people thinking that you're stealing their stuff. You're not stealing their stuff, are you, Fernando? Are you? I need a piece of cake. All right. I'm out of time here. Let's ask for this terms and agreements we're going to ask for from Fernando. So you don't understand fully what we're asking for. Is the Disney royalty contract, often referred to a license agreement. I want to see a license agreement contract from Walt Disney. And everything you have on that table. The video I will be shooting next is the video I will be using against you in court. I'll be back. License agreement.